Hello, crackers. Welcome back to the Blackbird Podcast. I hope you're all doing well as ever. As ever, I do. I am truly fucking windswept. I'm late, I know, because I've been getting walloped by the weather. Pillar to post. I thought I had sunburn on my face, but it was not sunburn. It was the wind. I think I'm allergic to the fucking thing. It's been that kind of weather. All you softies now in your fucking cozy couch, or whatever the fuck, maybe you're in, I don't know, somewhere nice and cozy anyway. Listen to me rambling. And you're thinking, you pussy, it's only weather. The things we put ourselves through just to get a day down is just fucking nuts. Shaking. I fucked up my elbow today again. It's all kind of, it's like it's vibrating painfully. But anyway, I have some moments where I'm waking up on the couch because I get home the last week when it was really cold. My van took a shit. Fucking starter just died while I was far away in the middle of fucking nowhere. Luckily enough, the very calm people at Sorensen sorted me out, as in they jump started the fucking thing down the road like a bunch of loons. Brought it back to me so I could get it back to my house, empty the fucking thing, and whip it over to good old reliable Charlie the mechanic, the ever reliable in Kilworth. Go on, Charlie, you fucking legend. Got my van back to me. It was at the end of the week. I had to go 3 days without it, but then I get dropped off, you see, at a job because I'm doing some work there at the minute, in the middle of fucking nowhere. So these folks dropped me off to this place, and I've no van. That's my canteen, my office, my lift home. But I am on my Todd with a pallet that just looks like it's made of diamonds. It's that cold. And a wind in that would whip you. And the old Vaseline there for the poor lips. They're fucking walking away from me. So that's the kind of week I've had, folks. Hence I said delayed. I'm not really delayed. I came in yesterday, recorded. But it was too tired looking, and I thought, fuck it, I think I could do better than that. I mean, we're not aiming for awards or anything, but Jesus Christ. I'm delighted when I see people have watched, consumed. God only knows why they do, but they do, and I'm delighted that they do. So I figured they deserve better than that. I'll try again tomorrow. And here I'm now with a gimpy arm. Fucked up lips. And a face that looks like it's got sunburned. But it's the wind. I've been battered from pillar to fucking post. Cunt. Sure, look, what else did you be at? Bill's character, they say. But I fear I'm beyond the character. But the one good thing I had happen to me was actually, because I got my van back. I think it was Friday night after work I got it. Or was it Saturday? One of those days anyway. So I drove down to the Setu Arena again on Sunday with the brother, David. Because Mark Devey and his gang set up this practice for I suppose it's all the different distances you get in the flint round. We had like a starting line, the shooting line. And then there was all these targets put out, would accommodate maybe 4, 5, 6 archers at a time to practice on whatever they feel they needed to practice on. And I'll tell you, it's a good solid 2 hours. I thought anyway. I was very happy that I went. I was very happy because you're having this little private conversation with yourself of like, okay, why did this happen? Why am I not doing this? Why am I doing that? Then you remember other things. Then there's folks down there who'll come up and give you some advice, or did you try this, or did you try that? It was pretty cool. I liked it. And I think it's on again on Sunday coming. And I'm hoping to go again. I really am, because I found it very, very good. Because, you get texting now with some of the folks as well, which is cool. And they'll be like, well, if you can't go do this, maybe you can do this in your hall, in your home, with no arrows and all that shit. And it's like, fuck, why didn't I think of that? So you're getting all their experience, and it's fucking very good, very helpful. Because in my mind, if I don't go shooting, practicing any day of the week for whatever reason, I'm like a cunt. I'm really not kind to myself, and rightly so. So I was delighted to have this, and I'm hoping there'll be a few more of them going up closer to the European Championships. So that was cool at the Setu Arena. Good job, Mark DV, for setting all that shit up with your guys and your girls. And that Setu Arena I don't know if you've ever been. It's a fantastic setup to have down there. It really is. It really is. You got to check it out. It's class. So that's where I'm afraid we end the conversation on archery for now. Because I must say, like I said, I've been fucking battered. And not once did I feel sorry for myself. I was like, you're doing good. You're doing great. You're feeling strong. You're getting stamina. It's all good. This is back to the working in the wild again. You can hear this shit now. I don't know what that is even. But, so, needless to say, when I come home from work, and then the brats get a hold of me, so it's like, you get them their drinks, you sit on the couch, they watch crap, and then repeat, basically, until they get bored and fuck off and give you peace to do. But by the time they fuck off, I'm in a coma, because it's like so comfy. And if all the main lights are out, they might have a few candles or something on. A few little, I don't know, trinket lights. But I just say, okay, I just put some shit on here. And so all these documentaries that I've been kind of, watch later kind of job, kind of would start, I'd fall asleep watching one or listening to one, and then I'd be woken up an hour later. And I'm like, But, what was I going to say with that? Oh yeah, so here we shall say we depart from your probable existence of reality, because it is now forfeit in the rest of this conversation. So I'm gonna just tell you straight, if you want to fuck off, I understand, because I've had some people in here in the past for conversations, and if I don't know them or know them well, at some stage I'll fire in an old abstract that they are not expecting, so do we land on the moon? Do you believe in aliens? This kind of shit. And you should see the fear that comes across their face. They're like, oh. But sometimes I do it just for that, because I get bored in my own little mind. So that's what all these documentaries were about. Now, I'm not going to go and tell you word for word what the fuck was what, but I found it interesting. I made a few bullet notes. Like, there's one coming out, I don't know, it's either out or it's coming out. It's called Age of Disclosure, a new documentary. I look forward to seeing this. I think I'll be able to stream it or some shit, I don't know, or as in watch it online. So it's back to the UFO thing. And they'll have you believe the year we live in is 2025. 2025. Now you can believe that if you want. Why not? Why wouldn't you? I don't believe that. Let's just set the tone, shall we? I've issues with this. I've always had issues with the year that has been that we've been told we live in. Since I was 13, I reckon I've been having a few issues with reality, and I've no evidence for you to say otherwise. Honestly, I don't. It just felt fucking bit dodge. That's all. So I was like, people say, oh, you don't think it's 2025? What do you think it is? I don't know. All I know is it doesn't feel true. Every time you see a fucking newspaper, we used to get a load of newspapers back in the day, and you'd read the heading, and above it you always had the date, the day and the date. And I always thought, well, that's the first fucking lie, and it's going to continue through front page to back page with exaggerated untruths, most likely. But entertaining. Entertaining is the key word. Hence Hollywood. And now that Hollywood is on decline, you have all those other streaming services, but they're all kind of doing it in the same vein as Hollywood. They're all picking up, well, I suppose some get through the cracks, like the internet. You know, a lot of people think, well, they're under the impression that the internet is not, someone's not controlling it. The powers that be, if you will. Who are the powers that be? Then people say, well, that's the people about the money. Well, money doesn't exist, first of all. Money is what you allocate to it. It's like this understanding we have with each other. That's how fucked up you are. We created this fucking, what would you call it? It's like witchcraft of a sort, I suppose, where we agree that this is this and this is that. And somewhere along the line, it just got way out of hand and became our little cage mentally. It's a psychological fucking trap. Now, we all got to play the game, okay? Because we're too rooted into it. You know, we're born into it as our parents were and our grandparents. But we're rooted fucking deep roots here. And it's like, you know, whenever I hear people talk, well, you got to get out of the Matrix. Now, I enjoyed The Matrix, the movie, and therein you can read into it a lot. But I didn't know that the lady who wrote The Matrix was the lady who wrote the fucking Terminator, and that the two of them were part of the same story. Did you know that? The woman who wrote the books? I thought that was a surprise. See, you get truths and nuggets of truths, and it's all fucking... what is it? I mean, I keep going back to the bins. You know, your fucking, your green bin, your blue bin, your fucking whatever bin you have. The minute that shit became a reality is like a significant step forward in psychological warfare on toward us all. And this whole UFO thing, that's why I'm so interested in it. I'm not looking to find a fucking UFO or an alien. Although if there's anyone out there, I'll have a chat with you. But what I am trying to figure out is, why is this being pushed so much? And equally, why is it being pushed to the point where you're vilified? And now, all of a sudden, you're not vilified. They've changed their mind, whoever they are, the powers that be. Because people will say that, back to the money thing, money is the root of all evil. But if money is a figment of your imagination, then logically you could assume then so that maybe you're the problem, not money. Money's just an instrument. So it's like the hammer's just a hammer, but it's a murder weapon in the wrong hands, you know, or else it's a genius in another hand. So it's just an instrument, and everyone has just been, we've all been so conditioned into this reality that's barely fucking holding on, I think. And it's fun to fucking watch. It's fun to go look for the cracks. So let's proceed. It's that kind of fucking day. I want to give a big fuck you to reality, okay? And I want to kind of spread or infect the minds of as many people as I can, where they don't have to agree. They can call you a loon or a fucking cracker, whatever. In jest, of course. But if there was just one person who says, okay, maybe it's not like you think it is, but there is something. Okay? Just don't fucking go along with the bullshits. Like, I saw a lady earlier on this evening when I was researching for this. I say researching, that's a lie. I was watching some nonsense about some nonsense I was thinking about. But this is a news anchor, an English news anchor. I forget the name of I don't know, is it an internet thing or what? It looked legit. Therein lies the problem yet again. Perception. But this thing looked legit, and they had this fucking tinfoil hat person on, a conspiracy theorist who's about 12 years old. Someone who doesn't go out into the wind and the rain. And they were having a conversation, and she was like very animated to the point where I just didn't fucking believe her. To the point where I thought, actor, bad actor at that. And the other guy, the 12-year-old, same. And it's like the information. Now, if you remove all of that fucking animated, fucked up, zombie-esque delivery of information that they were handing you, and you just consider the information, it's been rehashed nearly verbatim. And at least 5 different things I've seen in the last 15 years. And it's like, they just like, like that break glass in case of whatever. This is the story they break, and they fucking... It's like, I mean, if I read a thing, or watch a documentary, or read a book, or watch a movie, and I want to tell someone about it, I want to just... You can't be just saying like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what I mean? You got to break it down. You got to give it a bit of flavour, your perception, just to make sure you're hammering home your perception, because you can have people who speak the same language and they're having a conversation, and by looking at them that one of them is not getting the whole picture here. And it's not like they're dumb or anything. It's just, it could be culturally different backgrounds or whatever, but they're not getting the same. Even I've been in the situation many a time where I'd be talking to someone on a job, and they go and to do the thing they were telling me they were going to do, and then it's like, that is not what you said you were going to do. That's something completely different, or a watered down version of it, or whatever. So it's like communication is an issue. So that's why you got to hold on to even if you are laughed at, sniggered at, mocked, pointed at, fuck it. Go and blaze your glory in your own fucking tongue, and manipulate whatever language you're brought up in, manipulate it to your fingerprint. And that gives you some sense of fucking fuck you people, which is good. So yeah, so these people are on about, well, the powers that be. What is power then? Power is money. Money isn't power. Psychology and power is power, okay? Simple as that. It's a physical aggression that is used in masses to overthrow another bunch of aggressors, and then the biggest dog wins. That's the power. Money is just a soft power used to manipulate you and I, and it can be fun, but it's no answer for nothing. And I just think if everyone just took a day off, maybe, in the population of the fucking world, and just said, let's consider this and just look at the facts. I think, that's the problem. You see, everyone is so fucking staggered. And I suppose it depends on the level of abuse you've experienced with your version of reality. Because I find a lot of people are very sensitive, creative, with beautiful minds and beautiful ideas. But then they're put into an environment where there's an aggressive element that scares that out of them, maybe. I mean, no one wants to go and be a fucking hero. No one wants to have the conflict. No one wants to be in the fight. But it'd be nice if they had the awareness that they have the capability to fucking fight back. And that might galvanize their mind to think the thoughts that they truly think. So all this whole UFO thing, for me, it's like the first fucking pull of the string. You just keep pulling it. And this is where it's going for me. Fucking timeline. The reality. I had an idea once that maybe we are the lesser of a species. The remains of a greater species. But we weren't the great species. And all the technologies that we've suddenly... Because if you look back at the whole history of technology, that, that you can say, okay, that I remember these things. The way it just fucking took off is very abrupt. It's very sudden. And then that's when all these fucking UFO things were leveled, like a higher volume of storytelling about them. And you get all these shitty videos of blurry fucking, it could be anything. And someone, I mean, if you think I'm bad at talking, these people would be worse. I saw a thing, and it was like aliens, man. These are fucking actors. Just to belittle I think the UFO thing is a smokescreen, because actually there's a lot of higher political and military folks in this new Disclosure movie. And they're all on about a significant threat. Now, that's where you got to start thinking, oh Christ, here we fucking go. These are the same people now who told you that COVID-19 was a significant threat and that you have to take this vaccine, which has now been proven to be not a good idea. And everyone likes to forget about that whole ordeal as if it never fucking happened. So when I see government officials coming out and they're nearly in step with each other as if it was rehearsed together, and then they went separate ways, but they were asked at different times, and they're kind of coming up with the same words, the same way. It's so fucking condescending that you just think like, oh yeah, you're crazy if you think otherwise from what we're telling you. But for me, it's just always like they're all in the fucking chorus singing a spell to put you to sleep. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it feels good. So back to the whole evidence thing. Now it's easier for you to go follow a train of thought if you've some degree of evidence. But I've always said it. Show me fucking redacted files. Even if they weren't redacted, if they're like just because they have some government logo on them. That's not proof of shit, okay? I could do that for you. I'm creative that way. I could do that for you. I could fucking fake all this shit and make it look real. And there's probably 12-year-olds out there today who are so fucking married to technology. They're like Iron Man. They could do shit way better, way faster, way more believable. So you got to dismiss all of that post-haste. You've got to dismiss, I would say, the words of any military or political members straight away. Because, I mean, you know what I mean? Agendas galore. And then you have to look at the scientists. Like this fucking guy who's on about the Three-Eye Atlas there. Early doors he was at it. He was like, is he Oxford or something, a professor? I got so angry with this guy. I think he was on the Joe Rogan podcast a few months ago. And I thought I'd give him a listen, but nah, he fucking annoyed me even there. I was like, you're meant to be smart, god damn it, stop talking stupid. And he's full blown like, oh, this is alien. Because of this, and it's not fucking, shut the fuck up. Anyway, so look. I had this whole thing, it's a mess actually now that I look at it. So basically, yeah, 2025, and even now when you have, as far as I'm concerned, everyone, even the crazy ones, are smart enough to have a good conversation with, okay? But for 90% of the people I've ever met, the minute you mention aliens and UFOs, there's a caution that just ripples from their eyes across their face. And there's like, you're not recording this, are you? And that's a fucking result of some serious voodoo bullshit. And I don't know, people they'll say, yeah, it's turning now because we've more, what do they call them, investigative, real deal journalists online. Oh, Christ. Yeah, right, sure we do. I don't believe we do. There's a few who deal with, people issues that are good, that get killed and damaged and harmed and all that. But again, it's trying to get through all the information. I'm trying to make this fucking into some cohesive fucking storyline here, and I know I'm making shit of it because my brain is going like, but what about? You might say, so what? Just get on with your day, do your job, blah, 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 blah. I tried that. It doesn't fucking work, okay? Because then you get angry and you don't know why you're angry. Because you're working away at a job you enjoy, even when the weather's kicking the shit out of you. You know, you got your van back. You get all the simple things a man... Because most men are fairly simple in regards to what they want. They just want that bit of fucking reliability, loyalty, and stability. You know what I mean? And they're happy to work like fucking crazy to maintain it, given the chance. But when they're manipulated by jobs that don't really mean shit, and they go soft in the head, and then they go soft in the body, and then sure, the mind is fucking well soft at this stage. Then it's all about being fanatical about sports, about collecting fucking stamps, this kind of shit. They've a flavour for every mind. And the fact that everyone thinks, well, I say everyone, that's not fair, because most people, let's say, the silent majority, just get on and believe in what they believe in, knowing that it's bullshit. But they say just toe the line, don't rock the boat. I say rock the fucking boat, people. I say Titanic the fuck out of it. Okay? Because I think there's been psyops on the globe population from day fucking one. From day one. There's some fucking organisation out there who knows the origin story of the human race, which has fuck all to do with a monkey, by the way, or an ape. That's all horseshit also. It was horseshit from day one and they knew it. But when you have media, mass media especially, coordinate their efforts, you're fucked. You know, there'll be a few who'll just feel it in them, I suppose. And it's not good for them, because it's like being the only one who sees everything is for them, it's not good. It's like they're aliens themselves. They're alone. People just fucking, you know, avoid them. That fucking guy. He's crazy. So, I'm going to try to... Give me a second here. I need to fucking... What was I fucking thinking here? Okay, so why? Why now again is all this UFO thing shooting off? Some will say it's all seen as everything else is fucking politics these days. Sure, even the UFO is politics in and of itself. So, I mean, just think about it. You're going to do your job. You got your family life. You're trying to get your fucking hobbies or whatever, your passions out of your system and do them with the time you can, while keeping everything else kind of chugging along. But you're kind of blindsided then by life. You don't have a life then, really. You're just a prison sentence of a sort. No matter how glorious it is or how splendid it is, it's still only a fucking... It's not real, is it? So when the UFO thing comes along, straight away I think psyop. Good, bad or indifferent. And now especially with the talk in this from the trailer anyway, and it's like I saw one previous, was it last year? And the same shit. Once they start interviewing fucks who are military or whatever, they're like, well, it's a threat, isn't it? Okay. Let's say that, okay? Let's say it's a threat. Yet the same people who are bringing all of this to our attention will show you paintings from the 1500s and even before that with UFOs in them. And I have no recollection of a UFO or a bunch of UFOs blowing shit up. Do you? Only in the movies. Only in the movies. See, there's the fear factor yet again. Reinforce it. So, if it's been there before us even, and there's been no aliens going around in spaceships blowing shit up, as in humans, why are they talking all this fear talk? They're trying to perpetuate this fucking mass panic, I guess. Then there's it branches off into so many things, because you'll go and you'll see these guys with the weapon that is the weather, which has been going on since the 40s, 50s, 60s. And that's, I think that's very true even today. And then there's the same people, I suppose, who have this fucking projector weapon where you can assume that you're looking up in the sky and you're seeing shit. That just is a projection. Very good projection. So good, in fact, you could hide an actual plane, be it a warplane, inside the projection. And you know that there's this thing with war. They'll say, go in there and just blow the shit out of everything. Lots of big noise, lots of big explosions. And then confusion ensues amongst the population. And they don't know shit. They'll look up, see a projection of a UFO, and they'll think of all the movies they've been watching the last 20 years. They'll think of all the chatter on the internet, all the stupid fucks on stupid news channels talking about the threat from UFOs. This fucking Three-Eye Atlas, the threat of Three-Eye Atlas. Jesus Christ, everything is a threat. So you gotta just say, okay, I'm sick of this threatening shit. And then you look at the people talking, and they're cunts. Every one of them. Cunts. Cunty. And I mean cunts in a not so nice way. They're just cunts. They have an agenda of their own. They know what's going on. They know the play. They know that it's all bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Do you know? Actors on a stage. Misinformation. A way of life. So how goes your Monday? Monday is all about surviving. I like the fact that I've just said a whole bunch of shit. I can hear what I'm saying to you, and none of it makes sense. It's so fragmented. And I'm not doing great. But I'll tell you this. Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in spacecraft? Do you believe in the flat plane as opposed to the globe Earth? Oh yeah, because now all these fucking UFOs and shit are coming out of the ocean. It's just when you hear it initially, like, wow, that's awesome. Because when I was like, what age would I have been? I was in secondary school. And science, I was big into science. And I did this massive project on NASA, on the shuttle, you know, the space shuttle. And, this was fucking awesome, this whole project. There was a good opportunity to do some cool sketches of it, and then technical sketches of it, and then, you know, get all the information and just give it a spin. And I bought it hook, line, and sinker. Awesome. Because when you're watching the news back then and you see this fucking thing in space, and then you realize later on, that's technically not space. That's low Earth orbit. There's a fucking difference. Space is going to Mars and shit. You know what I mean? But then you hear about this is it the Van Allen belt? And you're like, what the fuck? So apparently to get a human, this is theorized now by some professor way back when, to get a human safely through the Van Allen belt, they'd have to be encased in 6 foot of lead. That's like completely 6 foot everywhere of lead. There's no way you could get such a thing off the fucking ground. So yeah, there's a lot of things. I mean, no one can say what's right and what's wrong. And then you have all these you have scientists, and then you have real scientists. And it seems the real scientists are like fucking in their early 20s and blowing up garages in their parents' fucking place, or in Australia, Canada, America, fucking Brazil, Africa, all over the world. But they're not allowed on the news because they don't serve the fucking narrative. It'll ruin the whole, let's brainwash these fucks, so keep them in line. And then they'll poke the stick and introduce a whole new religious fucking bunch of people into your environment and just cause friction. Why would they do that? They'll say workforce. I say horse shit. Horse shit. So if money's not the issue, see, these are the things you wonder. Why is this happening? Because the reasons you're given are bullshit. And when you look at them without any fucking fact, you say, okay, so he said this, and then this happened, and they said don't do this, but he said fuck you and did it anyway. Therefore, democracy is, well, we all know that's horse shit anyway. But you know what I mean? People still are happy to believe in all of these things. So everything is a fucking mess. Yeah, most of the things you look at are nonsense. Even in sports, I think most sports are fucking scripted as well. I'll be honest with you. Even when Man United won the fucking treble, I don't know. I think it was staged. When anyone wins anything. Now, you could say, so you're saying he took a fall in this particular fight? No, but the conditions were put into an environment where the outcome was inevitable, is what I'm saying. And it was marketed to you through the media with agents who would have been part of the plan. And I think that is the case with every fucking thing. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch all the shit. We'll say from World War I, World War II, all the fucking wars you can get anything on. Watch them all. The Spanish flu now is, you got to look at that differently now. You got to look at all your history differently now when you know that there was some fucking one magnet or another owned a collective of media in a country or a number of countries, and they were of a particular ideology. And you know, anyone who fucking allows, especially in government, anyone who allows policies to be implemented by a foreign entity under their fucked up ideology, those government members should be definitely, you know, put on trial for treason to the people of the country. That's what I think. But look, what do I know? I'm just so fucking wacky. So yeah, if you want information, you have to go out and just see it. You can read it. I'll watch the documentaries, and it just, what it does more than anything is pushes my mind into, I mean, you're not going to sit down and watch a documentary about a subject you know nothing about or you have no interest in. You might think, oh, this is funny. Wait and you see the crazies and this kind of shit, and you'll watch it. And then the whole fucking story of it all, you'll perceive what you'll perceive. You know, the essence of that. And you'll say, food for thought. And you won't even research it, because what's the point? You're just regurgitating someone else's shit. But you can look at the soul of the story, if you will, and you can look at it in every which way, and then you can start poking it with questions that you might have, and then you're entitled to ask whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? It's your life. No one owns you. So there's a lot of shenanigans going on today, and it seems the Western world more so. And it looks everything's happening in concert. And everyone is oblivious to it. Or they're not oblivious to it per se. It's more like, sure, look. You know what they're like, and move on. And it blows my mind. I mean, there's more of us. There's more people. I mean, I know what you could say, sure, what would you replace government with? Fucked if I know, lads. Maybe you don't have to replace it. Maybe you just need to fucking streamline the motherfucker. Make it smaller. And make all these fucking crazy ideas that they have fuck off. Because it looks to me like an animal that has been infected with some kind of rabies. Did you hear this motherfucking wind? I hate this time of year. This is where I go really crazy. The pressure, the nut has popped. And here we are now. I haven't even read half the shit here, because now, when I was writing this, I was thinking this is a great idea. I'll get mileage, and it's interesting. And when people stop laughing, they might say, but what if? Just what if? And that would be good enough. That would be good enough. Sometimes you feel obligated to share your insanity, or in your heart of hearts, well, this is too easy to be shot at. I'd be fucking ridiculed. And then sometimes you'll do it anyway with a smile on your face and say, fuck them. They gotta know. They gotta know. Even if everything that I have on my list is wrong, I can guarantee you 100% that it's right in its essence. And its essence is, you're living a lie, okay? We're all living a lie. It can be fun, comfy, mental, but don't lose sight of the fact that you have all the power. You have all the power. Alien threat. Fuck off with your alien threat. The only threat we have is a minority group of mental motherfuckers. That's all. What else did I have? I go through this shit so quickly. So why, you might ask? So why? I was reading a book a long time ago about this person who became immortal and how they went insane because they were immortal. Now, when you're immortal, it would seem, you're not pressed by time. You're not pressed by fucking having to earn money. Jesus, you don't even have to eat, really. I mean, you do it to keep up appearances and all that, but it's not necessary. This fucker's just immortal. But I don't know, was it the loneliness that they eventually felt, which drove them insane? Or was it that, I think everybody, and you don't have to be immortal, it just depends on your environment and your experience growing up. You get this compressed idea of life. Good, bad, the whole thing. And then you see it in action. It's like basically seeing the answer to the universe in a blade of grass. Do you know what I mean? So you'll see all of it. Or you'll perceive it, and then you'll see it, and then you'll see it happen just on repeat. The people are different, the situations are different, but at the core of it all, it's the same story. And then you start thinking, oh shit, this is it takes the taste from your food, and it just takes the music from your heart, and you just start getting a bit mental, and then you go insane. And sometimes when you go insane, there's a great freedom in there, but freedom is a very lonely place, it would seem, according to this story. I fucking wish I should write that down. Why didn't I write that down? I haven't a fucking clue what the name of that was. But anyway, so all of these things, because now that I'm writing a book, believe it or not, it's going well. It's going slow now. It's kind of like I sprinted into it and I couldn't stop. I was like, oh, great, that's a great idea. And it was fun to read it. Then I printed out a whole bunch of pages. I was reading them, and then it was like, it reminded me when I'd have my guitar in hand and I'd be just strumming maybe 4 fucking chords together, and then I'd be fucking them up, experimenting, and then you'd hear words in there and you'd start writing the word, and then you start playing it over and over again, and then you start singing the words that you've written, and then the momentum would nearly create new words, and then there's images, and there's like a snowball effect, and before you know it, you have a fucking song, and it's great. It's kind of like that. But now it's kind of like it's come to the stage where I thought anyway, before I go on, that with all of these, as a little hobby of mine, to be looking at, and it's not just UFOs I'd be looking at other kind of crazy things. And daydreaming, of course, goes without saying. But I was going to use all of these conspiracy theories as the background to a story. You know, the world that the story evolves in. And make all the conspiracy theories like a fact. But the fucking book went off. I say book, I don't know. Will it be a book? Who knows? I think it will be, because it's the way it's starting to fucking just branch. Oh, so crazy. But I think I'd like to do that. And because I had another idea for a Celtic fucking mythology come to life in modern day Ireland. And it would be a bloody good one. A bloody good one. So that's just my little mental Monday ramble while my lips are peeling off me in the pain. I was actually brushing my teeth this morning in the fucking dark. And I gave myself a bloody lip. They're that severely cracked. And then I'm going fucking closer to the coastline now this week. So it'll be great fun. So that's all I have for you right now, crackers. I'm late, I know, I apologise, I do, and I don't know what to tell you. One of the poor little boo-boos are Junior, he's terribly under the weather, and he's just like me, not a good patient at all. So I'm just going to sit here and smoke this cigarette. And yeah, so if you're going to go, what's the name of that thing? Age of disclosure, okay? If you're like, because I've met a bunch of folks, and it's like they've got the weirdest fucking ideas. When they actually tell you, you look at them and it's like they're telling you a secret. And I don't repeat their names or anything, because I can see that in the manner in which they're telling you, they don't want to open themselves up to ridicule, which is fucking sad. Okay, no one knows everything. No one even knows fucking anything. Everyone's going around there pretending that they know shit. I'm happy to say I fucking don't know. Let's see what happens. I'll do my best and figure it out. Just puzzles that need solving. That's all. No one knows shit. Just, I imagine there is a bunch of people who do know a lot of shit, and they're just not very nice people. And I don't think they look at the likes of you and I as people, as living entities, individual, sovereign entities. They look at us like, I don't know, numbers or something in the way. They'll entertain us, distract us from their ugly endeavors. And then they'll just, they're insane, I think. Bunch of megalomaniacs. I don't like megalomaniacs. I've decided, yes. I do not like megalomaniacs. Excuse me. I made an absolute pig of myself a minute ago. I had things in the wrong order. I had a lovely fucking chicken soup, a homemade chicken soup, which was delish. And then there was some fucking, is it a strudel? Is that what it is? It's like an apple thingy. There was one of them, and then there was one with a cheese in it. Oh my god, the cheese is delicious. And some fucking but I ate like half of both of them while no one was looking. But I got caught. I'm a pure pig, like, and I don't fucking care. When I'm eating food and it's good food, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm just a pig. Okay, fingers are all shiny and shit, lips falling off you, and you're like, oh my god, this is delicious. More please. But I must stop saying but I fucking hear myself saying that a lot lately, and it's not cool. So I thought I'd have this little ramble. I thought I had way more order than what. I know I'll be editing this tonight, and I'm like, what in the fuck are you saying, you fucking dope? The absolute embarrassment of it all. Yeah, so back to the set 2 on Sunday. Aliens. Shoot them. If there's any extraterrestrials out there, you shall not be harmed by my hand. Unless you're a cunt. If you're a cunt, I don't care who you are. You'll be phoning home fairly lively. Although I'm not violent. I think all of us have violent thoughts, but that's more of a frustration, of a misplaced energy. You know? Because cunts keep throwing shit in our way. And we gotta fucking obstacles. We gotta get over them, get around them, get under them, get through them. And that takes its toll on you, and you're like, fucking kill ya! But you won't, of course you won't, because you're a lovely guy. And girls. I suspect this will be one of those moments where I look at the whole YouTube setup, maybe at the weekend, when I get a chance, if I get a chance. And I'll see that I'll have lost a bunch of subscribers on the back of this particular rant. And I'll be thinking, it was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. And you know what? I don't give a fuck. Sometimes it's funny. I remember when I started, I was like, yes, no. You go fucking insane. You gotta just do you. Just do your own fucking thing. And fuck it. I think, shit's got something's in charge, but it's not us. We're kind of vaguely aware of it, and we're party to it, I think. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing it, would we? But look, have some fun, people. I'm sure all you crazy fuckers with your Christmas fucking mental illness is coming, so you should be happy. Out murdering fucking lovely trees for some fucked up religious belief you don't even believe in. So, I don't know what to tell you. Get a plastic tree. Fake plastic trees. Radiohead told ya. Get some fake plastic trees, people. I'm gonna fucking go away now because I feel like I'm getting a bit mental. I'm a bit, there's no one in charge of me right now, so I have to go before I regret it any further. So without further ado, I bid you good day, okay? And be good. I can only apologize, people. I will be putting it up, but I apologize. Bye now. You cracker. Oh, Christ.